Our next step with the GPA problem is we want to make this a little bit more flexible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this sheet. So I'll right click on the sheet tab, move or copy, create a copy, move this to the end. Rename that, call it part 2, look up grades, and we want to look up these grades because it would be a lot easier if I could type in a grade letter and have the grade points automatically update and give us the correct number of points. So in order to do that, I need to set up a new sheet, or I think it's best to set up a new sheet. I'm going to rename this and call this my grade table. And in the grade table, we'll have the grade and the points. So for instance, we've got an A, a B, a C, a D, and an F. And for my points, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now I'll take this table and give that a range name, so that way when I use it in a reference, I don't have to worry about doing the whole $ with mixed and absolute. I can simplify this a little bit. So I'll highlight my table points and just give this, by clicking up on the name box, give it a name such as the grade table. And notice that this time I don't put a space in there because range names can't have spaces in them. You can use an underscore to separate words, but I'll just use what we sometimes refer to as camel case, where you capitalize the first letter of each word in a name. So I've got this name called grade table. So what I'm going to do is in the lookup grades, for the grade points, I'm going to type in the following formula. It's an equal sign, VLOOKUP. I'll look up my grade. Oh, hang on, we'll try this again. Excuse me. Equals VLOOKUP. Point to my grade. Type in a comma. That's the thing that I'm going to look up. That's the lookup value, is my grade. Next, I'm going to look it up in the table array. So I go to my grade table, select the table array, and notice as soon as I select that, it puts in not the coordinates of that, not cell A2 to B6, but instead it puts in the word grade table. Type in another comma to figure out the column index number. The column index basically is, it's going to look up my letter grade in this table. When it finds a match, it wants to know which column of the table do you want to return. The first column is number 1, second column is number 2. If we had more, we'd have 3, 4, and so on. I've just got 2 columns in this table, that's all we have. So I want to return the second column of that table, the points. The last argument is in brackets. That means you can leave it out. If you don't put anything in there, the default is to do true, an approximate match. But in this case, what I want to do is I want to exactly match the grades. So I want to choose false. Type in my right parenthesis, hit enter, and I get 1 point. So if I copy this formula down, you can see we get 2 and 4. So to really see the advantage of this is if we change my grades back to a C, a B, and an A, I've got a 3.0. If I change my credits here to a 4-credit math class, we get a 2.9, and our spreadsheet is suddenly much more flexible. It works based off of these grades.